Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. How are you, my dear girls? Inshallah, now I'm going to help you revise for the makeup quiz. I hope that you won't miss it, and I hope that you will get the best mark, and inshallah it will be a good end for a good start. Bismillah. Question one. Of course, you know that the makeup quiz is about lessons 5, 6, and 7 from unit 1. The last three lessons from unit 1, the history of Islam. Let us start. Question 1a. How did Al-Ansar tribe differ from the Quraysh? Al-Ansar were the Muslims of Medina, and the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam gave them the name Al-Ansar, or the helpers, because they helped Prophet Muhammad and the Muslims who migrated from Mecca. Of course, they were different because they accepted Islam and they helped the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Question B. Name three similarities between Prophet Muhammad and Sayyidina Abu Bakr. Of course, Sayyidina Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam and Abu Bakr radiallahu anh were very close friends. Both of them were true Muslims, but actually I don't like that kind of question, or because real Prophet Muhammad cannot be compared with anyone, even to Sayyidina Abu Bakr radiallahu anh. But we can say that both of them were close friends. They worked so hard to for the Islam. They did great things to spread the message of Islam. C. Who accompanied Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam on journey to Medina? Accompanied him means to joined him and made hijrah with him. Didn't leave him to do it alone or feel lonely. He was Abu Bakr Siddiq radiallahu anh, his best friend and neighbor. How did Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam decide where to stay in Medina? He let his camel decide, because of course when the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam reached Medina, all the Muslims or the Medina people, all the Ansar offered him their homes, and in order not to upset any of them, the Prophet told them that let the camel decide. The camel kept moving in Medina until it stopped suddenly in an open plot of land. There, the Prophet built his home and his mosque, where it is still now. The last question: how did the community of Medina welcome Prophet Muhammad? Warmly. And of course, you know that when the Prophet ﷺ firstly reached Medina, he reached Quba first, and there he built the first mosque in Islam. And then he continued his way to Medina, where the people welcomed him warmly. Okay, let us move for the next page. The next page is in the shape of what's happened and why did it happen. The Medina community, everyone from here happened because one of this here. We will read it like this. One happened because of B. Let us practice this. The Muslims from Mecca received from Mecca received food and shelter because the Prophet ﷺ proposed a plan like this. 2 takes D like this. 2. Islam became a powerful religion. Why? Because of G, because there was love and brotherhood among the Muslims. This is 2E. 2 takes D and the 3 takes E. Read 3 with E. The message of Islam could be spread without fear because life in Medina was peaceful. If I asked you, why did the message of Islam spread quickly in Medina? You will say, because life in Medina was peaceful. And 4 happened because of A. The Muslims from Mecca had no shelter or food. Why? Because they left Mecca empty-handed. When they made hijrah, they left everything behind in Mecca. 5 happened because of B. So they were welcomed into homes as family members because the Prophet proposed a plan. The Prophet's plan was that every family from Medina to receive one from Mecca and let him or her live with them like one of the family members. 63 animals were sacrificed in the Prophet's last Hajj. Why? Because the Prophet was 63 years old. He sacrificed one animal for each year of his life. 7. The Azan became the universal call to prayer. Why did the Azan started to be the universal call to prayer? Of course, because Abdullah bin Zayd saw a true dream, or had a true dream, in which he was shown the best way to call the people for prayers. 8. Bilal radiallahu anhu became the first muazzin. Why? Because he had a powerful and a beautiful voice which is letter G. Like this, all the lesson of Medina community in the shape of what's happened and why. Okay, now let us go to the last lesson. It's lesson 7, the rise of Islam. When the Prophet ﷺ went to Mecca, did he went to Mecca to fight the Quraysh? Of course not. He went to Mecca to perform Hajj, not to fight the Quraysh. And that was at the end of his life when he was 63 years old. And after Islam spread in the whole of the Arabian desert. B. The Grand Umayyad Mosque of Damascus was built in Egypt? No, it was built in Syria. After the Prophet ﷺ died, the caliphs ruled the Muslim state, yes. And the caliphs means Al-Khulafa al-Rashidin, and the first of them was Sayyidina Abu Bakr as-Siddiq. The Syrians accepted the message of Islam, yes. The Egyptians accepted the message of Islam, of course, yes. Let us complete. Egypt became part of the Muslim state. The Muslim state. Jawhar al-Saqali was the leader of the Muslim army to Egypt. C. Al-Azhar was the first mosque in Egypt. And in number 3, we need to list the 3 things that Muslims do. Of course, you know them. I will ask you and you say yes or no. Do you pray 5 times a day? So, this is the first one. Do you read the Quran? Yeah. So, this is the second one. Do Muslims fast in Ramadan? Stop eating and drinking from dawn to sunset? Yeah, so fasting in Ramadan is number 3. And of course, all Muslims go to Mecca to perform a Hajj or Umrah. This is up to you. Thanks for being with me, and I hope that you will give the best mark in this quiz. Thanks for listening, and goodbye.